Hey buddy, how you doing? Hopefully doing good. If not, hopefully I can cheer up, at least distract you. Cheers, I got some coffee. So yeah, I wanted to talk about this cord here. See if I got it right. About the PlayStation 3. I have this component cable here that failed on me. Okay, regular. It looks like the regular plug, like composite, but it's really component. Okay, looks a lot like it, and everything about it is pretty much hardcore except for this one thing that went out. Here's all the colors and the audio as well. These are the audio right here. I think the white one is the one that got busted. It spins. One of them spins. I don't know. So there's the component part of it. The red, white, and blue. I mean the red, blue, and green. Red, blue, and green. Usually I call it green, blue, and red. That's what I usually call it, because that's the order that I usually see from top to bottom. Is green on the top, and then blue, and then red. So yeah. So there's another red one, but they're tied up. The red and the white is tied up. See that one tie right there? This little tie right here. See how the other ones don't have that? That's because this red one is audio and it goes with the white one. So there's two reds. This one's video. Where is it? Right here. This one's video. This one's audio. This red here is audio. This one's video. So these are all video. So green, blue, and red. So this got busted, and one of the audios got busted, and unless it could be that this is sideways inside the system, and is hanging very heavily. It could be this that's just turned to the side when it's hanging, you know. So if I were to pull on it, it would go down like this. That might have been interfering with the audio, so there might not be anything wrong with this, except that it has to be straight. Now this has to be straight in, and it has to stay straight. So that's all I could think of, which means I have to take my system, and if I'm going to use this, and make sure it's flat. But I got a feeling it's busted. I'm pretty sure it is. Now let me show you what I've got. I don't know if you guys ever seen this or ever use it, but this one here is from the Elgato. It looks like this. Same thing on this side, right? Composite or component, I think. Now the other end is very different. They're very different, like a lot like a S-Video. It's like that. It's not S-Video. It's component or composite. And let me show you how that fits. So I'm gonna take out the. So now I could bring to you guys some PlayStation 3 action, PlayStation 2 action, and PlayStation action. Hopefully with this cord, it'll do all three. Okay. So there it is. There's the old Elgato, which this came with, which I happened to find recently, and it plugs at the bottom right there. See that circular thing? Right there where that circular thing is. And you gotta match it up with the flat. So here's the front. Now here's the flat part of it. See the flat part? The rest of it is round. So let me use my forehead so you can see it a little better. See how that's flat? Oh well, not all of it's round, but this side is round. So you get to this side here. Anyway, so that flat end, the flat side goes with this. Goes in like that, flat. See the flat side? Okay. Where the label is, that's where the flat side goes. Okay. And then this goes into the PS2, the PS1. I'm hoping the PS1, hoping the PS2, and the PlayStation 3. Okay. So that's pretty cool, and it's component. It's component for PlayStation 3 that I know of. I haven't tried the PS2, to be honest. I haven't tried the PS1, but I'm assuming that it's gonna work. Now I would go for playing PlayStation 1 on the PS3, because my PS1 is going out. It's getting old, and the only thing that can really play it really well, is the PlayStation 3. Now here's the thing I'm having trouble with light gun games for the PlayStation 1. Sorry. Might as well drink a little more coffee. Cheers again, guys. So yeah, I might as well play my PlayStation 1 games. Oh, but the shooters, the light rail games, rail shooting games, say like Vampire Knight or Time Crisis. No, no, not Vampire Knight. That's PlayStation 2. PlayStation 1, like there's a Time Crisis for PlayStation 1. There's two of them actually, and they're like Project Titan. I don't have that one, but I have the other one for PlayStation 1, and I'm gonna have a hard time playing light guns with that on the PS3 because it doesn't take the plug. So I have to use the PlayStation 1. I don't have a choice, but it might not work. I've been having trouble with that. It's like I need a new PlayStation or something. Anyway, so I'm glad this stuff works with this. Okay, so I'll be bringing you some PlayStation 3 stuff instead. I'll see what I can do about PlayStation 1. Maybe some Crash Bandicoot racing. Maybe I'll bring you that. Maybe see what I can do. I'll see what I bring you. And so yeah, that cord, maybe it still works. I'm not sure. I wish I could find out what's wrong with it. I've noticed that I had trouble with it, and I'm guessing it was just that it was leaning to one side like this, you know, or the other side maybe, and it was taking off my audio. I'm gonna look at the pins right now, see how they look, see if they're misshapen. Well, what do you know? This one has more. The old one that I'm getting ready to throw out. Really, I'm keeping it around. Maybe I could use a splitter for the audio and make it all left. I guess the system might be able to, the PS3 might be able to put the sound all to the left or all to the right. Maybe I could split it, you know. So it has more pins. Look at all the pins it's got. It's got all the pins. Now this one doesn't have that many pins. Very generic, very different. Very different. So will it work with the PS1? I don't know. On the PS2, I don't know. It should work with the PS2. Really should. PS1, I'm not too sure. I don't even know if PS1 takes component. I think it's just composite, and that's all you get. I don't see any reason why PlayStation 1 would have component. Maybe it does. Maybe it does. I don't know. I gotta do some homework on that. So there's some stuff that's coming out. I'm gonna show you soon. I want to show you around my PlayStation 3 maybe. I'm not sure about that. If not, I'll play some games that I really need to bring back. Boy, it would be nice if this was for the Switch. I noticed that the latest update for the Elgato, this Elgato, the old one, not the 60S or the 60. This is the really old one, and I noticed that the Switch doesn't work with it. I had an old firmware, and it would work the Switch, and there was old, like you were able to go to the Elgato site and get some old downloads, and they're probably still out there. I just gotta find out where the old downloads are. There's gotta be a certain site somewhere. Yeah. Anyway, so something to look into. That's how I found out how to use a Switch, is with an older one, and it worked just great. It was fantastic, and it worked for other things as well that this new Elgato setup doesn't, Elgato software doesn't work. You know, that doesn't do. So yeah. So wow. Maybe after that we'll do some Dreamcast stuff. I want to bring back those two games that I have that are Japanese, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do that anytime soon. I want to, and I might, because I like those two games. But boy, it would be nice to get some clarity on that too. Maybe some S-Video or some VGA, but those boxes are kind of expensive now. What's that company? Retrobit might have it. Retrobit might have the VGA box with some of the games, and play some Dreamcast stuff. I was also looking into the SD. It's a PCB board that goes inside the Dreamcast, which I don't want to do. I don't want to do that. I'd rather get a Dreamcast where the laser doesn't work, and it's got to be the right one, and then put it in there. It's for playing games, ISOs and stuff like that, or whatever they are. I don't remember the formats of the games, of the software. I don't remember how it looks like. CGI, C something I. It's a few. There's a few formats for Dreamcast, software formats. Anyway, so that's it for me. Yeah, it'll be nice to show you some clarity on the PlayStation 2 as well as the PlayStation 3, and try this with the PlayStation 1 and see how clear it comes out. You know, this been pretty good. The only thing I don't like is that the PlayStation 3 is right behind my monitor, and if I hit my table or something, it might fall because it's standing up straight up, erecticus, standing erecticus. Anyway, so just joking around, guys. Not really funny, but it sounds funny, doesn't it? Anyway, that's it for me. Please like and subscribe if you're feeling me. Oh, back in the background is Galaxy Force 2. Do I have the game? I have. This is a ROM, but I have the version for the Genesis. This is the arcade version that you're seeing. So I have the Genesis version. So it is Galaxy Force 2 as well. It doesn't look anything like that though. It's that's something else I want to talk about before I leave you guys. A nice steering wheel to play with MAME. Steering wheel for MAME, and I think I'm gonna go to the site and find out if they have any. I don't know if they do those type of things. That would be cool. Or I'll just look it up, see if there's anything for MAME steering wheels, because there's some awesome racing games and flying games. Well, if it's not gonna take a steering wheel, it's gonna take a flight stick, right? So maybe I could do the driving with the flight stick, and the flying with the flight stick. So maybe the first thing to get is the flight stick, maybe not the steering wheel. Steering wheel takes a lot of space anyway. Something like a flight stick doesn't take that much space. Anyway, take care, everybody. Thanks again. Be blessed.